Hey guys, welcome to our next Clash Tools video in this little mini series. This one we are going to be covering Skitch. Now, Skitch is mostly a war player's tool. I don't find it to be very effective in raids because you never know who you're going to raid against. But in war, you do. So, I'm actually sitting out this war because we had too many people. And I got a hero upgrade coming up here in a minute. But let's say I wasn't. So let's look at this war. And we'll look at let's just go look at their number one. So let's scout them out. So this is the base. And, maybe you want to go through how you're going to do your attack in your brain. Who knows? As a Town Hall 9, let's say we're going to go-ho this. Right? I'm not sure this is a good go-ho base, so I don't really want to put a lot of thought into it. But let's just say for the sake of this, we want to go-ho it. So we're on the iPad right now. What we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot of this base. If you guys don't know how to do that, it's super easy. You just hold down the home button and the power button, or I think it's the power button, whatever that little button is up top, basically at the same time, and you will screenshot whatever is on your screen. So let's zoom it appropriately so we can see everything without cutting too much off. And screenshot. There we go. All right, now let's exit out of this, and we're going to open Skitch. Now, Skitch, let's go to the App Store first, and we will find Skitch. Just so you guys know what I'm talking about. Skitch. There we go. First one in the top left. It's got the little pink with the white arrow feathers or something. I don't really know what that is. But that's the program you want in the top left. It's free, and you can use it for anything. You don't have to just use it for Clash, of course. But, all right, so let's go to my Clash page. We have Skitch right here. Let's open it up. And it's going to ask you to look at your camera. Of course, you want to let it look at your camera. You can, on the bottom here, you can swap to whatever you want. And you can, just take a picture straight from here if you want. But since we already have the picture, we're going to go to Photos, and we're going to go to, you can either go to Recently Added or Screenshots. Let's go to Recently Added, and this video is the last one we picked. So let's select that one in the top left, and there it is. That's the base we just looked at, right? Okay, now, Skitch is basically just a drawing program. It's so you can draw on top of any picture that you want. So, if you wanted to put in a picture of your girlfriend and draw terrible eyebrows on her, you could. It's a lot like MS Paint. It's relatively basic, but it's really good for what we want here. So, you can zoom in, you can do whatever you want, and then once you get to where you want, you can change your tools with this button here on the left. So, let's change it, keep it at an arrow, and you can change the color on the right. Let's make it white, and you can change the side on the button on the left using the size. I don't know what these size buttons are called, but let's go with this middle one. And now you just tap and drag. So this isn't going to be a real attack plan. Obviously, it's just to show you guys the concept. So we're going to say golem here, and then golem here. Why not? And then you can go in, if let's say you're going to send this off to your clan so that way that you can get some input, you can go in, select the little A, and then you can type, and so that way you can be specific. So golem, and then golem. So now you have your two little things. You can just drag them and move them around if you want. Now, I warn you that if you have one selected and you go to select another, you will have both selected and they will both move. So if you don't want to do that, you have to unselect by clicking in a blank space and then move that first one. So you get in the habit pretty quick of just unselecting every time you're done moving something. We don't want to do another thing, so let's exit out of that. And then let's drop some spells. So here we have the Shapes tab. I like to use the circle for my spells. And then let's go with jump spells. Jumps are green, right? So let's do that. So we'll put a jump spell right there. That's not exactly where we put it, so let's select it and move it. Let's put it right there. And then we'll change that color and we'll do a rage spell. So we'll just draw it over here so that way we don't get over on top of something. And then we'll move it to where we want. Oh, I don't want a second rage spell, so let's delete that one. Select that first one and move that. Let's go ahead and rage for that clan castle and that archer queen and that king. So let's go. I like using the highlighter tool for my wizards because instead of drawing an arrow, it's something different visually. So let's make wizards blue and let's make them pretty big. And then let's zoom in where we want our wizards, which would be over here to make our funnel. So then let's do wizard here, wizard here, wizard here, wizard here, wizard here, wizard here, wizard here. Oh, no, I selected the golem. Let's not move that. Wizard there. Sure, that's good enough for the wizards. And then let's make heroes red. We'll go back to the arrow. We'll make it a small arrow. And so now we want to drop in these heroes, and hopefully they go right into that core, and you want to take out both the heroes. You know what? Let's make that a little bit bigger, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. And now let's make that massive size because heroes are massive. Okay, good. Well, let's change the angle on that. So let's select it, drag a corner, and then make them come up from this angle. Sure. Okay. What other tools do we have here? Let's change to just drawing a straight line. So let's say we want to put some wall breakers on this other side. Let's zoom in over here. Now we're going to wall breaker right to that. Oh, that's a huge line. Let's not do that. Let's delete that, change our wall size or our line size, and let's make this yellow. Wall breakers can be yellow, right? So we're going to test wall breaker right there, and then we're going to add a second and a third. Oh, I selected that. So let's draw the third one over here and then slide this over. There we go. There's our 3 wall breakers. And let's pick a new tool. What else do we have available to us? So we did our shapes. We did our arrows. We did our words. We did our highlighter. I don't even know what this one is. You can make smiley faces? I don't know if I ever messed with that. Let's find out. Oh, ha! That's funny. And then, sure, let's put a smiley face on here. And then let's put this over there. All right. So basically, I really like using Skitch as a good way to visualize what's going on, and you can use it to help yourself figure out where your troops are going to go because you have a visual representation there the whole time of what your other stuff is doing. I know a lot of times if you're doing an attack, a war attack, blind, without drawing it out first, something will happen that you're like, oh crap, I forgot about that, or damn it, I didn't clear that building, so now my witches are running around the corner, or something like that, something you didn't think about. But when you're drawing it up this way, you have the ability to think about that, you have a visualization, and for me personally, it's really helped my attacks. I know a lot of the high-end clans use it, and they use it socially. They use it, and they send it off to each other, or they'll stream with each other so they can see each other's screens. I think they use Twidla or something. I don't use that, but and they'll talk in a group, and they'll draw programs out or draw attacks out, and get feedback from each other. So sometimes in our clan, what we like to do is we'll draw something like this. It'll be a little bit more complicated than this. But then we send it to each other using the Line app, or you could use any social media type app, Facebook or any kind of instant messenger, text it if you have real life friends who play the game, anything like that, and get their feedback. And then they might say, oh, well, if you come at it from this other angle, maybe there's some free buildings here, or you're going to be more effective doing it this way, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, this is the whole Skitch app. It's really easy to save. If you want to save it, all you got to do is hit the X, and it'll ask you if you want to save it, or if you want to send it out. On the top right corner, there is the little ship it out button, so you can share it via all these different options. If you want to just save it and send it some other, so Line isn't on one of these. You can click other app. I don't think Line is available for that. But what I do is I just save the photo, and then I go into Line, and I upload the photo and send it out to whoever I want to send it out to. All right, so that's pretty much Skitch in a nutshell. If you want some better illustrations of actually how to use Skitch in action per se, then I have a series called Skitch and Bitch, where I only have a couple of videos there now, but there are more coming. Basically what I do is I look at my target, I go to Skitch, I draw out my attack, and I go and perform the attack. And you'll get to see as to whether or not that attack works as the way I drew it out. So you'll see in there that often when I'm drawing it out, I will have a plan in my mind when I'm looking at the base in game, and I'll decide, okay, I'm gonna do a 5 golem, go wee wee attack on this base, going for a 2-star on Town Hall 10, and then I'll be in the middle of sketching it out, and I'll notice something that I didn't before, and I'll completely change my plan. I'll be like, oh no, I think this is a better go Vawi than it is a go wee wee, because of these bomb locations or these Teslas or the way the heroes are, or whatever it is. So check that out. Check out my Skitch and Bitch series, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I need as many as I can get, and hopefully as soon as I get 100 subscribers, I know I'm a far way off from that. I'm still a brand new channel, but as soon as I get 100, I will be making a custom URL, so that'll be nice. It'll be nice to get the word out like that. And our next video is going to be another war-based video for planning your war attacks as a clan instead of as an individual. And that is it. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. And I will see you around. Good luck out there.